Hi everybody. This is going to be a video just kind of showing you a little bit of how to complete your circuit for your houses. So first I'm starting with kind of a schematic here of what it is you're doing. Most of you have already created a simple circuit. So here's an example of the simple circuit. It's going around like this. So just a bit of a quick refresher on this is a battery. It's two parallel lines. One is longer than the other. The longer one's the positive end. The shorter one's the negative end. This is the symbol for a light. So it's a squiggly line with a circle around it. This is a symbol for a motor. It's just a circle with an M on it right there. And then this is a symbol for a switch. Literally, it's a wire broken a little bit right there. So, and what I've done here is I've created essentially the circuit you're going to make for your house. Remember, the requirements is that you have one simple circuit. You've got one motor, that's where your fan is going to be for, and then one parallel circuit or series circuit. I'm going to focus on parallel just because I had to make a choice. And basically what you're making here is three loops. See if you can see the three loops. We're always going to start here. I'm going to start here at the negative terminal of the battery, and I'm going to make the loop for the simple circuit. So hopefully you can see kind of in yellow what the loop for the simple circuit looks like. Next up, I'm going to show the loop for the motor right here in this color. I think it's orange. So there we go. There's the loop for the motor circuit. And then lastly, you're going to make another loop around for the parallel circuit. So the loop kind of splits a little bit here, and then it goes back like that. And so I'm going to fill in that like that. So you can see all these different loops. So this is the parallel. I'll just say para. For the motor, I'll say motor. There we go, like that. And then this is the simple one right here. Like that. So, and if you notice, they all are being combined with this electrical wire cap thing here. So I'm going to show you how to twist soon wires together, and then you could kind of fasten them all in with the cap. That's the only time you're going to use the cap. Yes. Okay. So let's try it. What does this look like now with this here? I tried it with a FET simulation. I even drew it right here so you can kind of see. So here's my simple circuit right here. Here's my motor circuit. They didn't have motor on the FET simulation, so I just used a resistor. And then here's one of the parallel bulbs. Here's the other parallel bulb. And you can see I can click on my switch and close the switch, and boom, now this switch controls the parallel circuit. It doesn't control anything else here. When I close this one down, it controls my motor. It's not really showing it, but that's okay. This one, when I close this one down, it controls my simple circuit right there. So this is showing pretty much exactly what I have in the schematic back here. Again, I'm going to highlight each part. So here's the simple circuit. That's that part right there. And if you notice, they're all joined by those little junctions right there, and that's where you're going to put your wire cap. So here is the motor circuit loop right there, and then lastly here is the parallel circuit loop right here. And again, we'll show you how to do those parallel circuits. So parallel, the orange is the motor, and the bottom one is just the one with the single light bulb is what we call a simple circuit. Okay, so we're going to move on here to a real life example, and then I'm going to show you a little bit about how to connect wires, use a switch, and strip wire. Okay, so see you soon. Hi, welcome back. All right, so here's an example of the circuit that you're going to make. I'm going to kind of walk you through it really quickly as to kind of similar to what I just did on the sketches and the FET simulation. So here's your battery again. And so if I do a loop around, okay, this is slightly different. So if I do a loop around like this, here's your simple circuit. and the loop goes down and around back like this, and then back to the battery. So the parallel circuit then goes zoop down here. Here's the switch for the parallel circuit. It goes down through here and then back to the battery. And then for the motor, it goes around here like this. Here's the motor, and then it goes, which is your fan, and then it goes down, around, and back like this. Again, these two gray knobs are combining all the wires together. So everything should be connected to this battery. And to show you kind of how the knobs connect, you just twist them all together like this. And then the knob, you literally just tie in. You can literally just kind of screw it in right there, and it keeps all the wires secured and fastened. All right, let's turn this baby on. So I can close this in, and boom, everything's turned on. And essentially, these two turn on immediately. This is my simple circuit and my motor, my fan, because I didn't make them with any switches. So we're just saying here, you could put a switch here, you could put a switch here. Literally, you just cut the wire. You cut the wire, so here's an example of a switch, which I'll show you a little bit later. You can put one end of the wire on the back end of the brad here, and then put another end of the wire on the other end of the brad, and complete the circuit like that. If you don't know what I mean, no problem, because I got an example right here. So again, the wire goes around, and if you can see on the back, it's attached to that back right there. So the circuit, so this is feeling some current here, and it's going through the paper clip. And then when I connect the paper clip back to the other end of the switch here like this, completing the circuit, this wire now, which is attached to the lights over here, then completes the circuit. So let me get this, let me use gravity to my, there we go. So again, what's happening now here is now that I've closed the switch, I got going from the battery up around here, down, around, it's going through both wires, and then connects back. Hello, welcome back. So for how to strip wire, so if you got one of these, fantastic. If not, no biggie, it just takes a little more finesse. You got some wire, you can cut the wire, and you can just use scissors for doing that as well. Each wire has a certain amount of thickness. You can get an estimate of what the thickness is on these little numbers here, but once you get the hang of it, just stick to that thickness. I think these ones are 16. I forget what the units are for it. But basically what you want to do is put it at the 16 mark, because every single mark here has something different. I'm going to put it at the 16 mark, more or less. You then close down on it as if you're going to cut it, but it's not going to cut it completely, and then just pull. So I can pull. I want to make sure that when I pull, there we go. And then you'll have some wire here. You might have wire that frays out like this, or you might have wire that's more solid. So I'm going to strip the other end as well. So let's see if I can get that. This might be too much. Sometimes if you go too much, friction gets in your way. Ah, there we go. And then I'm going to show you just how to connect. So I'm going to cut these two. And let's say these were two separate wires connected to something. And I wanted to connect these two. So these were connected to like something else. And I wanted to connect these. Well, I can then just take these. You want to put them base to base like this. And then you just twist. You just twist the wires together like that. And if you want to, you can then put a little bit of tape. Electrical tape is preferred, but any tape would do. And then they're fastened together. So if I had one end like attached to a switch and another end attached to a light, there you go.
Bye, Mr. Fournier.
Bye! All right. Hi, welcome back again. Again, I've got a switch here, so I'm just going to show you kind of how to connect the switch. So here's the switch with a paper clip and the brads. The brads got punctured through the back of this and then spread out over here. So basically, and I might close my brads a little bit here. So if we look at this circuit, so back at this circuit, remember there was a loop going around here and then to my parallel circuit, but I just cut that loop. So here's where the switch is going to be installed, because then it's going to go through here, through the parallel lights, and then back through here and back down. So now I need to install my switch here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wire, attach it to this back end, and then I'm going to take this wire and attach it to this back end. Okay, so let's do let's do this wire here first. And so really I'm just going to kind of wrap it around. You want to try and wrap it around as snugly as you can. And then make sure that my brads are fastened in nicely here. Do the same thing with this one. Again, I'm just trying to make sure that bare wire is touching with metal as much as possible. Again, can be a bit of a pain, but as long as you, there we go, down like that, not bad, should work. All right, and now I'm gonna twist this around so I can get a good look at these are in here pretty snug, and now I can twist it around like this. I'll turn on my circuit, boom, everything turns on except for my parallels, but when I close my switch, yay!
Yeah.
It's a light party. Okay.